Phrases that I despise hearing over and over again. Enough already. Part 1 of 2. Well, in the genre of personal growth and personal development, you may come across these terms, these phrases, and you hear them all the time. And I've seen them for decades, and they disgust me. I hate them. I don't like listening to them. I don't like hearing all the drivel that goes with it. And these people, here's the deal. These people who are preaching this kind of stuff just want your money. They want to be and feel like they're the credentialed expert that can change your life forever. And in exchange for that, they want $1,500, so they can pay their mortgage and get rich and do nothing. It's like they proclaim themselves experts out of hot air. Today I'm going to wake up and claim that I'm the personal power expert. I'm the limiting beliefs expert. I'm the getting unstuck guru. I'm the authentic expert. Disgusting, gross. Get out of my face. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a 2-part series, part 1 and part 2. Let's begin. Phrases that I despise hearing over and over again. Enough already. For starters, we have authentic. Authentic. I hate that word. Yeah, let's start off with this one. It's so overused. And what else are we supposed to be or discover about ourselves? That we're not real? That we're somebody else? A fraud? A fake? Or be your authentic self? And how do we do that? It just sounds like advice for a moron. Since when did we ever stop being our authentic self? A year ago? 2? 10? See how stupid that term sounds? Look, I have a plan. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I got to get back to it. I've wasted enough time thinking about how I can be more authentic. Spare me. Does that get the job done? I don't think so. Work does. I'll see ya. Here's another one. I hate this one. Limiting beliefs. The number one phrase that absolutely makes me want to puke. You hear it all the time. There are more people trying to peddle this crap phrase and trying to get people to spend their hard-earned dollars on ways to help you overcome your limiting beliefs. Here, let me save you time and a dime. Get to work on something you love, have to do, or you're good at. Dive deep into that. Work fast to build momentum. Work long at it and get good at it. Get really good at it. From accomplishing this single task, skill, or passion in your life, personally or professionally, you can then turn that energy and progress into learning a new skill, and then another, and then another. Before you know it, you've solved your own case of limiting beliefs with progress and achievement and action and work because you accomplished just one thing and then another and then another. See how that works? Now, what limiting beliefs do you have now? None. Exactly. When I think of limiting beliefs, I just say to myself, I don't know how to do that. All right, I'm going to go learn. I'll go research it. I'll read that research. I'll put that research into some kind of action plan. And before you know it, I know how to do that. Next. So don't be giving people your money to help them with your limiting beliefs. Hate that word. Here's another one. Getting unstuck. Another overused phrase where I need to ask you to pass me the puke bucket again. Please, do these people think we're really that stupid? If we pay them thousands of dollars, they'll somehow magically get us unstuck? I always say, you don't have a mental block. You have a technical block or a lack of skills block or maybe a financial block, as in, you need some startup money to get going. But that said, the way to get unstuck is to simply get going. One foot forward, then another and another. Like writing, when you've got writer's block, and trust me, I've had more writer's block than all of you combined. I've written more than you. I know. Just to start writing. Just start. Write anything. It could be just total gibberish because you can delete it. Or I read other written work that I've done to get ideas. Once I start pounding away at the keyboard within 10 to 20 minutes or so, I'm on a roll and there ain't no more block and I didn't lose time or money to those unstuck shysters. And I'll tell you something really true. I finished writing this book, Lethal Confidence. I always design the back cover with all the sales copy and all the stuff that's written on the back. I always do that last because whatever's going to go on the back is going to come from text and titles and sections and all that stuff within the book. And I always know I can count on that. Still, it came time. It's like, okay, dude, you got to go write. You got to design the back cover. Sit your butt down, get to work. And I had this huge block. I was like, what am I going to do? What's going to come out of me? What's going on the back cover? It's like you got to tap the universe to say, hey, come on, help me out here. And literally all I just did what I always do. Bart, just start typing. Just start typing anything. And I did. Started typing and I'm like, ooh, I like that. Okay. Ooh, delete that, move that around, bring that up, bring that down. Good. And then after 5 minutes of just writing gibberish, of just writing anything, the entire back cover of this book, Lethal Confidence, and I'm holding it in my hand right now just to look at it because it's amazing. I literally wrote the back of this book in under 30 minutes. Now, the design, the colors, the shapes, all that coloring, that could take like an hour because you're messing with boxes and gradients and colors. But the copy itself, the wording, 30 minutes. Yeah. So to get unstuck, just start on your own. Just do something. Just put one foot forward. The rest will follow. Awesome. Here's another one that I hate. We must be conscious in order to reach our potential. Conscious as opposed to being unconscious, dead, or non-responsive? What are we talking about here? Seriously, who are these people? As far as I know, I've been conscious, awake, aware of, and responding to my surroundings and kicking major butt my whole life, unless I'm sleeping. I don't remember needing anyone's advice to tell me to be conscious to get to where I am today. No, I just worked my plan and worked my tail off. I shake my head at this foolish term. Conscious. Give me a break. Power. Powerful. You are powerful. I triple hate that word, power, with a passion. It's so overused and again, meaningless at this point. You don't know how powerful you are. Spare me. You know what? Let me tell you something. Power is assumed and never has to be pronounced. If it is, then you ain't powerful. It's all talk. You either have it or you don't. You don't have power when someone can take you down and kill you in a matter of seconds with their bare hands. Power is physical, not mental or intellectual. Ever hear of a country invading another one with mind hacks, NLP Mumbo-Jumbo, or New Age babbling on a megaphone? No. They conquered by force, physical force. That's power. Now, the only kind of intellectual power, per se, there is knowledge. Knowledge on how the world works, how things are made, how life works, how to get ahead, how to do something or motivate people in a positive manner without sounding like some wokey from Muskogee. I tell you, if you're not at that level yet, just be careful how you wield that term power around. And you hear it all the time. Oh, we're going to an empowerment meeting. Yes, spare me. It could give you the false impression that you have confidence, when in reality, all it really does is show you that you can shoot your mouth off with a bunch of verbal BS and have nothing of substance behind what it is that you're telling everyone with all your power talk. If you had real power, you wouldn't tell anyone about it. You'd go about kicking butt in life and let your deeds show folks the influence you really have. Otherwise, take a number and a seat. You're just like the rest, all talk and no walk. That said, enough said. Stop using that phrase, power. I'll never use it, and you shouldn't either. Breathe. Really? As opposed to not breathing? Yeah, you heard these gurus are out there saying, you need to breathe. Really? I've never had to remember to breathe. Trust me, I run, I jog, so I know I have to breathe to keep going or die on the road. Breathing calmly is something that I do every day. So now what? Take another breath? I did that. My confidence is still linked to my hard work, deeds, accomplishments, going for what I want, knowledge, planning instead of just breathing. Anyone who tells you to breathe deeply into your diaphragm. They must be a singing coach, right? I'm not kidding. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Or something like that. Really, I heard some guy go off about, we should all be taking 10 deep breaths every day. Really? Okay, if you want to, but it's not going to get the job done and could be just a waste of time per se. I mean, I already took 10 plus breaths just writing this paragraph and, of course, reading it to you. These people who tout this crap want to be seen as experts, given respect, and paid for doing absolutely nothing. I say you can breathe your way out the door, buddy. See ya. Here's another one. Circle of excellence. I actually saw somebody do this. I thought I was in daycare. You know, like when you're 5 years old. The circle of excellence, also called the ring of power, is a tool using an imaginary circle on the floor for third graders as a spatial anchor to install new and additional resources relative to a situation where different behavior or thinking is wished. What? In plain English, please. Never mind. I have work to do, and I got a plan to follow. Time is of the essence. I don't have time for this circle of excellence, third grade, daycare, on the floor, kind of what? No, sorry. I got to go. Bye. And here's another one. Behavioral generator. This is going to make you puke. The new behavioral generator is an NLP technique using mental imagery or rehearsal for getting long-term outcomes. What? I shake my head again and again at this crap. Outcomes usually require ongoing behavior and responses. Huh? To get that qualification, for instance, you need many small skills, such as persistence, being able to keep the vision, and or optimism going. Yeah, okay. But I was already doing that, working my plan towards my desired outcome. Why complicate my common sense action and dedication with some strange new terminology mental word salad that probably only strokes the egos and or lines the pockets of the people who want to sound mystical by promoting this type of verbal snake oil? Just my 2 cents, folks, on the matter, and they're not even worth that. See ya. Well, hey, this concludes part 1 of 2 when it comes to phrases that I despise hearing over and over again. Enough already. Hey, let's continue to the next audio, which is part 2 of this same little section. I cannot wait to get into it because the first phrase or term I mention in that second audio, to me, it's the number 1 term I hate the most. Come on, let's check it out. In fact, I mentioned it to a client of mine just the other day, and I was joking using it in a phrase, but then they caught me because I told them about it, why you shouldn't be using that particular word that's coming up in the next audio. And they were like, Bart, you're right. I'm going to stop using it. Yeah, I know it seems trendy, it seems popular, but yeah, everyone's using it. It's overused. It's gone down in its value. And that's my whole point about all of these phrases. They're overused, overhyped, mean nothing. The people using them are the biggest scammers, charlatans, snake oil salespeople I've ever seen. There ought to be a law. All right, come on. Let's get into the next audio right now. Part 2 of 2 coming up right this second. Are you loving this stuff? I hope you are. Yeah.